Welcome, Virgo. And yeah, in this reading, I go with wherever I'm guided. I get physically moved, guided, given messages, which I'll pass on to you. And the timing of this reading, we're literally stepping into Virgo season. So happy birthday to all the Virgo sun signs. And we're also in the middle of eclipse season. So yeah, especially with the lunar eclipse coming up on the Pisces-Virgo axis. So powerful energies right now. And so we're going to see what messages want to come through from spirit, what guidance. We're going to check the current energy first. And so here we have death and the 10 of cups flying out straight away. So this could be a significant change that you're going through in your home life, and a shift in your emotional stability. So just going to get a few more cards to clarify. Look at this, the Hermit flying out, the Virgo energy. It's amazing how often that happens. Spirit knocking on the doors saying, hey, I'm here. So let's have a look. Any other cards? Yeah. Okay. So altogether, we have the 10 of cups, the death, the Hermit, the Knight of Swords, and the Lovers. And so can really see here that you're going through a transition, and it really feels like some sort of ending with the Hermit here. You've climbed the top of the mountain, and if you can see, the Hermit is looking to the west. He's looking out to the past and looking at how far that he's come, and he's taken in all of the lessons from that transformation and closing that karmic loop, closing those old patterns, but closing it wiser so that he can move on with the new beginnings and letting that light of your soul light the way. And this is a fast-paced shift and energy happening right now. It might be a sudden change. Now, this could be within your relationships. It could be the ending of a significant relationship, whether romantic or friendship. It's potentially someone that you thought would be in your life forever, or you're being shifted out of a situation into something that's a bit more aligned. But right now, it feels like this really is a time for withdrawal, and especially with looking at the transformation with the 10 of cups and all of these cards together, it really feels like you're being asked to trust the silence, trust the transformation, and with that patience and trust, you're moving forward to what is correct for you on this crossroads, moving into that soul alignment and finding that inner harmony, especially in relationships, if this is a relationship change. We're going to see what other messages want to come through. Okay, so this is something that you're reaching for. I've got 3 cards here. I was given the message that this is what you're reaching for, that you feel it's out of reach, but you're being asked by your guides to trust. And so here, the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the 4 of Swords. And so this within reach, you can see that the cup is in the hand. This is you moving out of disharmony and into harmony and taking those opportunities. And again, with the Queen of Cups, really feeling that new emotional well-being. But to get there, you're definitely needing to take that time to rest, to recuperate. And you can see the 3 swords above, and this can often point to that heartbreak, the 3 of Swords energy, the pain, the grief, the emotional pain, the hurt. And so you need time to heal that. And so if it feels at the moment that that emotional healing is too far away, you're being given the message that this is part of your growth, your spiritual growth. Honor it with self-love, with self-care, and it's time to fill your cup up so that you can step into new levels of emotional fulfillment and emotional maturity, and really find those emotional connections that are balanced. And again, your guide's saying that to trust that this is all taking shape. If you're feeling that it's a really challenging time right now, please know. And again, with the water energy, it's about tapping into your intuition, letting that guide you forward. And also within that, you can reach out to your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your ancestors, who are there to help you through this karmic release, and moving on from cycles of betrayal or loss, if that's what this transformation is. This is for you to step into your power. Okay, so this moving forward on the path, this is on the horizon, this is your incoming energy. And something to do with communication as well. And so 3 swords here, starting with the Ace of Swords, all about communication. We've got the Devil and we've got the Hanged Man. Now, with all of these cards, especially with the Hanged Man, that it's looking at moving slowly through this, taking that rest and relaxation that we saw in the 4 of Swords. And so looking back at the Knight of Swords, while that can be cutting cords of the past and moving out, it's also advice and a reminder to not to rush into anything, to take it slow. And here we have you really releasing those toxic cycles, really cutting those cords, cutting those chains that are holding you back, no matter how long they've been in place. This is a profound shift and transformation, and you're really being freed here, letting loose of the ties that have held you down for too long. And this is a moment of you trusting, deeply trusting and surrendering. And again, a message of having that sacred pause. And we talked about, well, both resting, but also communicating with your guide and taking that time. And so this really sums it up right now. And that's the other thing. So I'm being guided to the halo around his head. So he's reached a new understanding, like a spiritual awakening. And we touched on that earlier in the reading. So this really is a necessary shift as part of your spiritual evolution, your spiritual growth. And so this is you up leveling spiritually. Yes, I'm getting confirmation of that. And I'm getting a message here that you need to listen to this card. You need to listen to the silence. You need to slow down and allow that silence so that the messages can come through. Now, I don't know if those are the messages from your guides or the messages within and deep understanding, the messages from your soul. But it's important to take that time out, that sacred pause, to really hear, listen in the silence to hear louder. Okay. And so I've got 2 cards here. I'm being told this is the advice. This is advice for moving forward on your path forward. And look at this. So again, for the second time, we've got the Lovers. Where did the Lovers go? There. So the second time we've got the Lovers here. And so advice moving forward, it's trusting that inner guidance, trusting that soul, and knowing that you are moving to those relationships that are in harmony, that are in balance, and will honor you. And you're really, with the advice here, again, another 9, you might be seeing lots of 9s. This is really the ending of a karmic cycle, a major karmic cycle. But with the 9 of Swords, the guidance is to recognize when you are up in your mind. If you find that you're experiencing sleepless nights, stresses, worries, you're being guided to come back to that trust, come back to that soul, not overthinking everything, taking that middle path and letting that guide you through. This is also, you can see the angel on this card, and it's also can be your higher self. It's important to listen to your higher self, listen to the guidance, look out for those signs. This is about you coming back into harmony. Okay. Okay, and I'm being given a message. Okay. Okay. Right, hopefully I'll remember all that. So this is you releasing the past. Trust that by releasing this, by letting go of whatever it is that you're really releasing, moving out, with being gentle with yourself and moving forward, this is you moving forward to really shine. And I was being shown the solar plexus and you shining and stepping into your power right now. And here, amazing. So this is the end of the line. This is what you're working towards, and really trust that this is happening. We talked about this, the spiritual growth, you up leveling, and we've got the high priestess. And so with the high priestess, it could be the next levels of tapping into your intuition, communicating with your spirit guides, spiritual gifts. And we've also got abundance, both in the 3D, in the reality, and here, the wish fulfillment card, and another 9. So look out for 9s. This is how your guides are talking to you. And again, with the Knight of Pentacles, moving forward with patience, but know that those seeds of the future are growing. They're promised to you, and your guides are coming through loud and clear to let you know that. And this is you achieving and really feeling that emotional stability and having that emotional happiness, and that those spiritual gifts really coming through. Okay, and so I'm being given a message to really talk. If you don't communicate with your guides, if you don't communicate with the universe yet, now's the time. If you have any questions and you're not sure, going back to the Lovers at the start, if you're at a crossroads with difficult decisions and you find you're up in the mind, just put that intention out there to receive the answers. Say it out loud or say it in your mind, and you will receive the message through. You will receive the answer from your helpful spirits, from your guides. Whether that's overhearing something, hearing a song, or directly, or following those numbers that we saw, you will receive what you need and all the answers that you need. This is about you really understanding the messages. And also I was given a message about understanding what your body's telling you. Maybe there's been a time where you've shut off maybe your intuition, but really deeply listening to the signs and the signals of your body somatically. And so you're being asked to really tap into that. There's so much information available. And while it might have been confusing, maybe someone was gaslighting you in the past, this is you tapping into that now. And when you do, nothing can sway you off course. You'll have all the information you need to guide you forward. Amazing. Thank you. That was all of the messages that wanted to come through. And thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. I love all of the comments and seeing those numbers go up. Thank you for joining me on this, and I look forward to catching you in the next one. Sending love. Bye bye.